What's up, friends? I just want to let you know that first and foremost, I do have a filter on this because my skin looks crazy under these lights. I am actually at my other job, cardiac rehab. You guys know I'm a director here. Anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys. This is week number 4. It's amazing. Week number 4 is great. It's ball week. I know it's difficult. But if you don't have a ball and you don't want to use a ball, don't use the ball, just use the weights. Next week is going to be super fun. It is all the way through a week. A little bit different the way that we're going to do it. We're going to, instead of going circuits, we're going to go all the way through. I'll explain it. You guys will see that next week. Very fun. And then we're going to move into our 6th week. That's our last and final week of this specific challenge. And we're going to go back to we're going to do our benchmark workout. We're going to kind of repeat even some of the first week workout, not repeat them, but that similar style so we can see how much stronger we've gotten. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about too here, is to make sure that you guys are paying attention to some of your things that you're noticing beyond the scale. So Jesse jumped on. If you guys are part of the Facebook group, if you're in there, if not, this is a lowdown what happened. So we do at CrossFit, which is like next door to this, we have an InBody machine. And all that is it's a machine that you get on and it measures your body fat and your body water and your skeletal muscle and blah, 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 all the things. Some people don't love them. I actually, here at the clinic, I asked our dietitian here and another dietitian friend of mine what they thought of them before we purchased that at CrossFit. And they said they're actually one of the gold standards because it tells you your basal metabolic rate, tells you all these things. Most importantly, and the point behind this was Jessie and I both did a scan back in January. I did mine in January. I think she did hers a little later. And we did them again on Friday. And she has actually gained weight. I don't remember the exact number, but she gained a little bit of weight. She was a little discouraged, but not a lot because her body composition was changing. Her clothes were fitting different. And I even said, because I don't see her in person all the time, I said, wow, I've never seen your shoulders look like that in 15 years or longer that I've known her. And, it's the consistency over intensity. And we certainly have intense moments. You guys are on here. You guys can see, that there's exercises that are a little bit more intense. There's exercises that are harder than others. And we have lighter days and all of those things. And there's times when you want to do cardio and you can do some sprints or some HIIT or whatnot. So those are the intense moments. But the point is the consistency over intensity, meaning we can show up every single day and do something. Our workouts are not killing us. That's why I do 2 rounds. You guys are welcome to do 3. I do 2. Even when I'm in the gym, I typically do 2 rounds, unless it's like something that I love, the exercise or whatever. I love most exercises, but I'm weird. That's why I do what I do. But I usually do 2 rounds because as I age and where I'm at in my life, I don't need to be sore and hurt all the time. There's a point where I'll be sore sometimes for sure, but I certainly don't need to be hurt. So that's where the consistency over intensity is. But my point is that Jessie's been doing all these things and myself she's been doing it straight for a little over 2 years now. I have been off and on mostly strictly for 8 years, really doing consistency over intensity, starting, with the 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound dumbbells and whatnot. She's obviously gotten stronger and now she teaches with me and she's my right hand girl and all those things. But the whole point is, let me get to it because what are we, 3 minutes? Okay. The whole point is that she gained weight, but she lost body fat and she also gained muscle. Okay. So this scan will tell you, and you don't have to have a scan, but the point is that she is stronger. She knew she was stronger. Her clothes were fitting different. I could visibly see her. And she hasn't done any strange dietary strategies outside of a couple weeks here and there where she's like, I need something, jumpstart, so we do that for a couple weeks. Very short lived, okay? But for the most part, it's all just kind of intuitively eating based off of what she understands and knows in education-wise for food and all of that. And I was so proud and she was so proud. She's like, wow, that's super encouraging. So the point is that you might not have access to one of those machines. If you're local, you're more than welcome to come in and do it. The scans are just $25 and then it saves your stuff. So the next time you come in, you can see the difference. You're welcome to do that. That's another story. But if you want to do that, you can get a hold of me. We can hook it up. I'll do it or my husband will do it. And then it also gives you your basal metabolic rate. So it tells you how much you can eat and how many calories you burn. Again, it's a basic number. It's kind of a, give or take a little, based on your skeletal muscle mass and all of that. And it gives you your amount of calories you burn while you're just doing nothing. Okay. So that's a really good range to say, okay, well, I want to be in a calorie deficit, so I eat here, or my maintenance here. I want to gain muscle, that kind of thing. The point is, I think I lost 4 pounds in 5 months. And I wasn't really trying to lose weight. I was just really trying to get stronger and trying to change composition just a little bit. No big deal. I know I don't have any major goals. But I was shocked that I gained 3.3 pounds of muscle. Gaining that much muscle is not an easy task. And I was really proud of my body and proud of my progress, of course. But I gained that just doing what I preach, like consistency over intensity. The only difference that I didn't diet or anything like that. If you saw my video with Anna right before that photo shoot, of course I want to, look my best for those things. But we both kind of tried to like diet, and it really backfired on both of us. We gained weight, felt horrible, we were too restrictive, and we were like, yeah, we're not going to do that. So we scratched that off, and 3 weeks going into this photo shoot, we just basically did what I teach you guys. Consistency over intensity and more of an intuitive based eating. So anyway, I gained that, and I lost 5% body fat, 5% body fat, and gained 3.3 pounds of muscle. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, look at me. No, I'm saying that because I practice what I preach. And every time I have that success, or that small amount of success, or every time Jesse has that, or one of my clients, or one of you guys that really are doing the work day in and day out, and showing up and messing up and getting back up, and falling off and jumping right back on, and all of those things that are important to me, and it works. It excites me every single time, because I'm like, it actually works. Like, it's exciting. It's exciting for me. Not just for my own physical results, because I'm like, wow, that's great. I honestly didn't expect that. The only difference I changed going into that, and this is just transparency, I'll be transparent with all you guys. I work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week, sometimes 7. I take a break when I need it. Consistency over intensity. I'm never really sore. But I promised myself I'd do 3 days at least of an evening cardio, meaning 20 minutes of something. I was able to make it to the gym to do the step mill. That's, if you guys aren't familiar with those, like the staircase thing. You guys, I can't train legs like you can, so I can't add any weights to my legs, and that's important for gaining muscle. That's a big body part, and there's a lot of calories to burn when you train legs, and a lot of muscle to build to get your calorie expenditure up, so you can eat more food without doing more stuff. When you have more muscle, you guys, that's why I want to build muscle, so I can eat more. But anyway, so I promised that. So that was the only difference I did starting in March, April, May. Okay, 3 months of that, of 3 days a week, sometimes 4, 20, sometimes 30 minutes, because I'd be there anyways, and I'd chat it up with a friend or whatever, walk outside, do the step mill, whatever that was. That's the only difference I did. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys. It's going to just be a little 5-10 minute video of that, to make sure you guys are focusing. You guys don't have to have the scale. You don't have to scan. Don't focus solely on the weight loss. Think about the strength. Think about how your clothes are fitting. Think about the wins of the day. You have more energy. I love when I hear that from you guys. I'm getting out of bed easier. I don't ache as bad, because that's going to equate to the inflammation on your body. You want to move more, you have to move more. You guys are consistent with things. You guys, it just makes my heart smile. When somebody's like, oh, I can't do this, and I just don't have time. And then they start working out 2 days a week. And then they're like, oh, I got 3 days. That's freaking awesome. And now, Pam, I have more energy, or I'm more excited to do my workout, or I really hated it for the first 3 months I was with you. Now I'm actually kind of like it. That's huge too. So we all have our own wins, but don't focus on that weight loss. Focus on the strength, not only of your muscles, but focus on the strength of your mind, of your attitude, of all of those things, because you're showing up for yourself consistently day in and day out in some way. And we might not always meet that mark. We might not always, reach everything that we set out to do that exact day, but we reached something. Again, life happens, and this isn't about a 6-week weight loss challenge. You're not winning anything. By the way, you guys, there is a little, I'll talk about that later, but this week you guys have a chance to win some things, but you got to listen to the videos. You have to do the workouts to get them. But it's not about that. It's about creating those habits and making promises to yourself and really trusting yourself to follow through with things. If you've never followed through with anything before, I hope that this is it. And I hope that you guys understand that this is a lifelong journey, and I am here with you. And after this 6 weeks, there's going to be opportunities to do this same thing. We've been doing this for, Jesse and I together for over 2.5 years now. Longer, it's probably almost 3 years now. Wow. I don't know. I'm horrible at dates, you guys. I'll talk about that on another time. Dates and times, not my thing. I don't even remember my anniversary stuff very well. However, I've been doing this for 8 years, and the only reason I know that is because my son's going to be 9, and that's just kind of how I calculate that. And it's just every day, okay? All those things. So anyway, I love you guys so freaking much, and I'm so glad you're here. I could get tears in my eyes. That's how emotional I am for you guys, that you're here. And I get, I could cry. I'm not going to cry. And I get those messages from you, and I can pick up my grandkids and I can walk up the stairs and, without pain, or, I'm sleeping better. And guys, why am I so emotional? Those are the things that matter. So anyway, I have work to do here, but I just took a little break. This is an off day if the clinic's not open, so I'm not violating anything. Yeah, anyway, I'm just so proud of you guys. I love you.